Hey guys, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel. So today is day one of the Buzzword Readathon hosted by Books and Lala, and I forget her co-host, but I'm going to link them both below, and if I remember I'll tell you later in the vlog. So I don't know if you can see, but it's already 4:14 p.m. on day one. Clearly not off to a great start. I've been in kind of like a weird mental health place today because of some stuff I don't want to talk about in my personal life, so I really haven't wanted to start any of these books that I have because a lot of them are contemporaries, which I'll go into my reading plans after. But also, a few days ago, I don't have the dust jacket on this right now because I'm currently reading it, but I started Clockwork Angel a few days ago, and I'm really enjoying it, which is very surprising because I did not really love Clockwork Angel. I mean, I gave it 3 stars. I just felt like the beginning of it was so info dumpy about stuff we had already learned in the Mortal Instruments. But yeah, so I'm also annotating it because I annotate all my Shadowhunter books in the same way. But yeah, I think I was like, the first day I got to like there, and then yesterday alone I read up to page 300, and like I said, it was probably like that much I read yesterday. And now, so far today, I've read this much, and I'm now on page 373 because I've also been watching a lot of BookTube. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm not enjoying it as much as, there's different things. So like I'm enjoying the plot more than Clockwork Angel, but like I have less like funny lines and like the comedy that we're used to for Cassandra Clare. So I only have like 2 funny moments tabs, which pink I use for like love, as in I love this moment, it made me laugh or made me feel something, or like romance. I don't know why I said romance weird, but yeah. So there's only 4 or 5 tabs, pink tabs in this entire thing, and 3 of those are romance. So yeah, it's not as like funny in my opinion as Clockwork Angel or her Mortal Instruments books, the first half at least. So yeah, but like I said, I'm enjoying it. I think I just also wanted to like escape into a world that I already know, like while I'm in this like bad, it's not even that bad, but like in a kind of a weird funk right now. So I just cannot stop picking this up. But yeah, I have 130 pages left of this, so I'm thinking I might just let myself finish it today. We're not sure. But the 2 physical books that I got from the library yesterday, and yeah, I meant to film yesterday for in the library, but I didn't, so my bad. But yeah, so for the Buzzword Readathon, I'm doing a horrible job introing this, but basically the buzzword this time is you, so books featuring the word you. So in my TBR video, I said I was going to be reading P.S. I Like You by Casey West and Listen to Your Heart by Casey West, but Listen to Your Heart said it's gonna be coming for it says it'll be available in 2 weeks from Libby, and it said that for the past month. So who knows if it'll be available during this week. We will check on it regularly, but I do have P.S. I Like You out on ebook from my library. So yeah, I gave, what was it even called? On the Fence, I think, by her 3 stars. So I don't have like the biggest hopes, but I've heard this is one of her more popular ones, and I know Listen to Your Heart is like everyone's favorite Casey West. So I'm looking forward to hopefully reading that maybe. But then I got 2 more books yesterday from the library because I couldn't get Listen to Your Heart and I didn't want to just read 1 book. I usually read more than just 3 books, so I'm gonna go through these and then I'll say other possibilities maybe, I don't know. So first we have another contemporary, which is The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu. I know that Lala loves this, and also, not Kate's book date, is it? I forget her name, loved this when she read it last summer. I don't really know what it is about, to be honest. Oh yeah. This is when the girl goes to work on her dad's food truck. And she's a 16-year-old Clara Shin, doesn't take life too seriously. But when she pushes one joke too far, her dad sentences her to a summer working on his food truck, the Cobra. Clara was supposed to go on vacation to Tulum to visit her social media influencer mom. She was supposed to spend lazy days at the pool with her buddies, being stuck in sweaty Korean Brazilian food truck all day. Every day? No. So yeah, it just seems cool. Food trucks are fun. I just watched the movie Chef, which involves a food truck, and I really enjoyed that, so hopefully same vibe in here. Don't think so, but you know, it's fine. Next, I have 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, and I saw, Jade talking about this in one of her older vlogs because I might have binged them all a few weeks ago, but you know, it's fine. But yeah, I think this is like a fantasy or a sci-fi. I see like physics and like scientific theory. Yeah, I think this is a sci-fi, but I know it's like a trilogy and they all have these really pretty covers, if you can see that. But yeah, I saw this when I was there because once I couldn't find Listen to Your Heart, I was already planning to get this. Once I couldn't find Listen to Your Heart, I was just scanning the shelves for anything with the word you in it, and I did find another book too, but I ended up not getting it. But yeah, so I picked up this because I know that it has also like a 3.8 or something like that on Goodreads, so not too shabby. I also might pick up the second book in the Me Before You series, which is like something you. I don't even remember what it was called. If I read it, I'll obviously tell you. But yeah, those are my plans. Like I said, I think I might just keep working on Clockwork Prince because I am enjoying it, and we're getting to like a really action-y point, so that's why I also can't put it down. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep chucking along at this because I only have that much left. But yeah, so I'll check in with you guys later. So again, this is not related to the Buzzwordathon, which is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. But it's fine. I just finished Clockwork Prince, and I'm happily surprised, though I still feel like nothing happened. Yeah, I just feel like there's this thing where, they're doing like an overarching thing where from the first book on, they're just trying to catch this one person. And like the whole book was like, you still gotta catch this person. And the next book's gonna be like, okay, now can we finally actually catch this person? And like, y'all, the 3 books were like the same plot. I don't know. I guess that's like with Harry Potter with the like 7, you're always going after Voldemort. But I just don't know. There's something about this one where I just feel like nothing happens. This one, a lot more happened than in the first one, though. I do agree. Because I'll try to show you guys my tabs. It's kind of hard to see. There's a lot in there. But yeah, I have at least like 20 yellow tabs, which are my important or like shocking tabs. I already showed you a little bit of this. But yeah, and then I have a lot of new characters, which is the greens. Not a lot of Shadowhunter history or like demons. If I meet a new demon, that's what I put in an orange one as well. I shouldn't be using that arm to do it. But yeah, basically I'm saying I finished this. All I want to do is pick up Clockwork Princess, but again, does that have the word you in it? No. So, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna pick up, I don't know, it depends on my mood, because if I'm feeling better, I might do The Way You Make Me Feel, but if I'm not, I feel like I'll probably do 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, but I will tell you guys in the morning because, like I said, it all depends on my plans. for like how or it all depends on my mental health and stuff. So yeah. Hey guys, so it is now, I don't know what I just did. So it is now Thursday. It's 3:17. I just got back from lunch and hang out with one of my best friends from high school and like middle school and stuff. So I'm so excited to have caught up with her because I literally hadn't seen her in 2 years, which is insane. But we went to Olive Garden, which is super nice because like our favorite restaurant. And then we went to Goodwill. So I'm going to show you what I got. We're going to start with the movies because if you don't know, I collect DVDs. So I have Spider-Man 2 because I have Spider-Man 1. And this is the Tobey Maguire one. This was $1.50 on sale. Then we got Legally Blonde, $1 on sale. It kind of looks like janky, but you know, it's fine. It was $1. And I don't save those, like, these things. I have, like, this thing that I put them in. Well, I will put it in when I get a new one because I need more room. But yeah. And then I only got one clothing item, but I'm obsessed with it. I tried a lot of other stuff. But yeah, it is this, like, mock neck tank top, and it's very like 90s 70s, and like I thought tucked into like my button front skirts it's cute, even with like what I'm wearing like with just jeans. It was really cute and I'm kind of obsessed, except for it says hand wash only, but like I'm gonna put it in the washer because do I look like I'm gonna hand wash it? But yeah, it was $3, so you know, why not? And then their purse section was amazing. So I got this purse, which was beautiful. It's like literally brand new. There's literally no stains on the lining, nothing. There's like all different pockets and stuff. And it was $5. So it's cute. I wanted something that I could fit a book in, and I definitely can in here, so that's good. I think it'll be a good size because I don't have anything this large. But yeah, so now that I've shown you that, I think I'm going to pick up The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Goo. I am checking how long this is. Okay, that's her acknowledgements. So it's like, yeah, it's 319 pages, so I should be able to fly through this pretty quickly. I did end up getting Listen to Your Heart on Libby, so I have Listen to Your Heart, P.S. I Like You from Casey West, both those from Casey West, this book, and then my like sci-fi book, which is a thousand Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. So since I have 3 contemporaries that I can read, I'm gonna just try to knock one out of the way, and this involves a food truck, which really interests me. So yeah, I'm gonna read this one and try not to fall asleep because I'm really tired and I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, also, you can't tell, but my eye makeup is cute and I have like pink eyeshadow on. Oh man, see, this is the problem, is like when you wear something like out there, but like to the point where it's okay to be like in public, you can't see it on camera. But I can't like put on crazy makeup for camera and like go out in it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, like I said, okay, I'm gonna stop just chatting and I'm gonna actually read. Hey, so it is now past 10 o'clock on Saturday evening, and I've just had the busiest past 2 days, so I'm so sorry for not updating you guys. But basically I got called into work on Friday at 6:30 in the morning after staying up super late watching Star Wars with my sister, so I was super exhausted all day yesterday, and then I had to run errands with my mom, so I didn't get back until like 9 p.m. But while I was at work, I had I'm a substitute teacher, so when the kids were at special and it was a Friday, 3 days left of school, I just sat and read. So I read The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu. Okay, so I guess I'll tell you what it is first, and I'll tell you what I rated it. But this basically is following this girl named Clara, who is just always stirring up trouble, throwing these like pranks in school and stuff, and basically one prank goes too far, and she ends up having to be punished to working in this her dad's food truck with her like enemy, whatever. So like yeah, I basically picked it because it was a food truck. It's pretty short too, which is super nice. Like I said, I think I read this in like a day or something, so, or at least less than 24 hours. But yeah, I gave this book 3 stars, but that's kind of being generous. But basically, our main character is really annoying, and she doesn't care about the consequences of her actions or the consequences of her actions on other people. And even in the end of the book, she still goes and does something selfish and without thinking about other people. And at the end, they're just like, oh, it's okay, like, you came back and, like, you blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know how to explain it without, like, going into spoilers. But basically, like, even in the end, when she was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, it was like, she didn't have, like, the character growth that I was looking for. Like, if you're gonna be, I was gonna swear, but I'm not going to. If you're gonna be really annoying, let's say that, in the beginning, like, you have to have a character arc that's gonna make you somehow redeemable. But I actually hated our main character, hated how she treated her friends and her family and stuff, and like I said, how she just did not care about her actions affecting other people and stuff. And yeah, the food truck sections were literally the only parts that were interesting. So yeah, and even then, like, the romance wasn't boring and not really interesting. I don't really know. The guy just seemed very like 2D. He had no like dimension to him at all. And I don't know, it was just not my favorite, clearly. Yeah. I'm sad because I know this is one of Lala's favorite books, but I know she also has a thing for like, she really enjoys books with like unlikable characters, but I can't. No, I hated it. Honestly, like, the more I talk about it, it feels like a 2-star instead of a 3. So I might change my rating on Goodreads, which is why I haven't put it in my bullet journal yet. Also, like I said, been super busy. And then so after that, I did start 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, which I just learned was a pseudonym, but yeah. But I started it and I got like 50 pages in yesterday, and then today we celebrated Father's Day with my dad's family and stuff, so I didn't get home until 9, and I'm now up to page 84. Again, I don't know what it is with me right now, but like, I don't know if it's still like emotional stuff that's happening in my head that's sort of hindering my enjoyment. But this book, it's basically a sci-fi where this girl's father is killed by this, like, one of their graduate students, one of the dad's graduate students, and the graduate student uses a device that the parents of this girl made that basically makes them go to another dimension. And so this girl and the other graduate student basically go through dimensions looking for the guy to kill him. But like, I don't know, it's being really weird right now. Like, I know I'm only 84 pages in or whatever, but I just, like, there's, like, I don't know, it just seems like a lot of weird things are happening, and like, we're 84 pages in and we're finally like trying to find the guy. Like, I don't really know. And like, it didn't really explain like what's going on, and then she'll just go into like side tangents that like don't seem important, which maybe they'll be important later, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm not in the mindset for this sci-fi right now. I don't know. So I was thinking My ebook for P.S. I Like You is due in 2 days, and I have other books like waiting for me to like borrow on Libby because I'm at like my 5 max for my loans. So I think I'm gonna pick up P.S. I Like You and just try to finish that. Not tonight, obviously, because it's already almost 10:30, but finish it by tomorrow. Because I do have Listen to Your Heart as well, but that could also work for Summerathon, so I'm just gonna try to get P.S. I Like You done. It's only 330 pages, so it shouldn't take me that long, and I feel like I know what to expect from a Casey West after reading On the Fence, and even though I gave it 3 stars, I think just a quick contemporary is really what I'm gonna want to read right now. But yeah, so I will update you guys tomorrow on what I read and if I get any further into any of the books. Hey guys, so it's now Monday. I'm sorry that I've been really bad at updating, but I noticed that this vlog was already really long and I decided to give you guys like better quality clips by like waiting until I had more to say as opposed to just making this video really long for no reason. But I last updated you guys on Saturday saying I was reading 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, but like I wasn't really enjoying it, so I was thinking of possibly picking up P.S. I Like You by Casey West, and I did end up reading 10% of it that on Saturday night. And then yesterday, Sunday, I went thrift shopping and went to doing some errands and shopping with my sisters, my mom, which I have a little clip of before this. And then basically spent the rest of the day reading the remaining 90% of P.S. I Like You by Casey West. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about that first. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be because I had never heard anyone talk about it really, but basically following our main character, whose name, what the frick is her name? I keep wanting to say like one of the love interest names. Okay, well I already returned the book and I don't remember. But basically, our main character, one day writes a song lyric to like one of her favorite songs on her desk in chemistry, and then starts having a pen pal, basically in chemistry class with a kid from another period. So yeah, it was really good, really cute. I mean, I kind of guessed, like, it's kind of like a, ooh, who's the pen pal? But like, I guessed it. But I mean, there wasn't that many options, so it's fine. But yeah, like I said, 4 stars. The only other Casey West I've read is On the Fence, and I really didn't like it because I kind of hated our main character in that one. You can check my Goodreads to see my whole review. But that one I gave 3 stars, and this was by far much better, so that's why I gave it a 4 star. But yeah. So back to 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. I don't know where I was last time I updated you, but I am now on page 98. You can tell how much I am enjoying it. I lie, because I'm in the middle of a chapter when I stopped. But this book is just not gripping me. I don't care, basically, about what's going on. There's like unnecessary like I don't even know if it's a love triangle, but like there's unnecessary talks about like romance and stuff, and I'm like, your dad just died, you're supposed to be finding his murderer and chasing him around all these dimensions, but you keep talking about the boys you like, and it just doesn't really make sense in my mind. And like, she says that, she's like, why am I thinking about this right now, I need to focus, but like it still is just like, I don't know. I am just not feeling this, but I mean, I've read like a decent chunk, but there's still 260 pages basically left of this book, and I'm like, do I really want to force myself to read this? But I don't know. I'm still deciding. The other book that I could read, because this readathon ends on Tuesday, so I still have today and tomorrow to read. But yeah, I still have Listen to Your Heart by Casey West, another contemporary, on my Libby or online, on Overdrive, whatever. So I could read that, and I know that I could read that and really enjoy it. So that's sort of where my struggle is. So I don't know if I am going to continue this. I might try to give it another, like, 20 pages or something, but, like, honestly, nothing is happening. So I'm hoping, like, something seems like it might be about to happen. So I'll try to keep going, but, like, it's so boring and I don't care. But yeah. Also, side note, I just want to correct myself from earlier in this vlog, but I bet no one cares. So I don't know if Lala's read The Way You Make Me Feel, which is the book I hated, and I've now demoted it to 2 stars. I just know that she put it in her, like, pictures because it had the word you in it. So I'm gonna take my thing back and saying it was one of her favorites, because I really don't know if it was now. Now I'm like, did I mix this up with someone else? But I know other people like it, but I just hated her. Okay, I don't want to talk about that book anymore because it makes me annoyed and I'm, like, looking at it, but I don't like it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going here. I'm gonna see about, like I said, reading a little bit more into this, but like I said, I really might just DNF it. There's no point wasting my time on a book that I really couldn't care less about, when I have books that I'd rather read, like, oh, you can't zoom on this side. Well, I was trying to zoom in and show you my Mortal Instruments stuff over here. It's really hard to point backwards over here, but yeah. Okay. This clip, see, was unnecessarily long. It's 6 minutes long. I don't know. Bye. Hey, so it is now Tuesday, the last day of the Buzzwordathon, and I'm here to just update you guys on what I read. I'm sorry I'm talking quiet, but my stepmom uses my room to work from, so I'm in my sister's room. But yeah. So last night I did end up finishing what's it called? 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, which was a sci-fi I was reading, and I ended up giving it a 2.5 stars. It took me like 150 pages in to actually get somewhat invested in the story, and so that left me only with like 200 pages. And then the romance was just so heavy in it, and it was just so typical, like, YA love triangle, who you gonna trust, blah 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 blah, and it was just not my favorite thing. It didn't really leave on that big of a cliffhanger, so I could just, you know, stop there, but I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the next one or not. But yeah, so I read that. I finished that last night, but like kind of early, so I picked up my 4th and final read for the Buzzword Readathon, which was Listen to Your Heart by Casey West, which I just finished like an hour ago, and I loved. So this follows our main character, Kate, who is starting her junior year, and her best friend Alana convinces her to take a podcasting class. So she takes it not thinking anything really of it, that she's just gonna do that and hang out with her friend and just do research on podcast topics and whatever. But basically she ends up being one of these podcast hosts, and her topic gets chosen to be an advice column. So then it's all about her podcast and her relationship with her friend, and obviously there's a romance, and it was really good. It was really cute. I loved that the main character lives on a lake and it loves lake life, because the house I'm in actually is literally right on a lake. The lake's literally right behind me. So yeah, that was really cool to see, and I also like grew up on a lake in the summer and stuff. So yeah, that was really cool. And she has like a huge family who's really involved, and like growing up I have like 20-something, 30-something cousins, so like I know a big family, and it was really cool to see that represented. And overall it was just a really, really great book, and it was definitely my favorite Casey West book yet. Okay, so this vlog is really long, so I'm just gonna wrap up my week for you. So first I read The Way You Make Me Feel by Casey West, I believe. too, I think. Or no, The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Goo, not Casey West. The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Goo, and I gave that book 2 stars because I hated our main character. But yeah, I put Goodreads reviews up for all these books, so check out the link if you want to see more thoughts. But yeah, I gave that 2 stars. Then I read P.S. I Like You by Casey West, which I gave 4 stars, and it's now my second favorite Casey West. And then thirdly, I read 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, which, like I just said, I gave 2.5 stars. And finally, the 4th book and my favorite book of this week so far, Listen to Your Heart by Casey West, and I gave that 4.5 stars. So yeah, I hope you guys had a great Buzzword readathon if you participated, and a great week otherwise. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!